Have you ever felt a spark of inspiration? A sudden urge to create something from nothing? The ancient Greeks and Romans certainly did, and they had fascinating ways of explaining it. They believed that creativity wasn't solely a product of the human mind, but was influenced by external forces, divine entities that whispered inspiration into the ears of mortals. These supernatural beings were known as the Daemon and the Muse. They weren't just mythical beings, they were seen as the true sources of creative genius. The Daemon, a personal guiding spirit, and the Muse, a divine source of artistic inspiration, were believed to whisper ideas and visions into the minds of their chosen ones. They represented the mysteries and wonders of the creative process itself. Join me as we delve into the ancient world's understanding of creativity, exploring the roles of the Daemon and the Muse. Imagine a world where creativity isn't something you solely possess, but something that flows through you. A force greater than yourself guiding your hand, your thoughts, your very essence. This is how the ancient Greeks and Romans viewed the creative process. It wasn't just about talent or skill, it was about tapping into something beyond the human realm. Central to this belief were two key figures, the Daemon and the Muse. The Daemon, often depicted as an ethereal being, was believed to be a personal spirit, a constant companion, guiding an individual towards their destiny. Think of it as an inner voice, but far more profound, intimately connected to your very being, whispering insights and intuitions, nudging you towards your creative potential. The Muse, on the other hand, was a divine entity, often associated with the arts and sciences. She was a source of inspiration, a conduit between the heavens and the mortal realm. When a poet felt the urge to write verses that flowed like honey, when a sculptor saw a masterpiece hidden within a block of marble that they believed was the touch of the Muse. These weren't just fanciful tales spun by firelight. They were deeply ingrained in the fabric of their society. The Greeks even held festivals in honor of the Muses, acknowledging their influence on music, poetry, dance, and knowledge. Temples were erected, sacrifices were made, all in reverence to these divine beings who held the keys to the creative soul. The Daemon and the Muse weren't just external figures, they were reflections of the internal struggle, the constant interplay between the conscious and the subconscious, the rational and the intuitive, that fuels the creative fire within us all. This belief system wasn't about limiting human agency, but about acknowledging the mysterious and often inexplicable nature of inspiration. It's about recognizing that sometimes our greatest ideas seem to appear as if by magic, a sudden flash of insight, a melody that seems to write itself. Let's travel back in time to ancient Greece, where the marketplace buzzed with philosophical debates, and the very air crackled with intellectual energy. It was here, amidst the bustling city-states, that two towering figures grappled with the nature of creativity, Plato and Socrates. Plato, a man of profound thought, believed that creativity was a gift from the realm of forms, a place of perfect, eternal ideas. Imagine a realm beyond our senses, where the essence of beauty, truth, and justice reside. Plato believed that artists, through their craft, were merely tapping into this realm, channeling these perfect forms into the imperfect world. Socrates, Plato's mentor, and a gadfly of conventional thought, had a slightly different take. He saw creativity as a form of divine madness, a state of ecstatic frenzy where the artist becomes a vessel for the gods. Imagine a poet gripped by a force beyond their control, penning verses that seem to flow from a source beyond their conscious mind. That, Socrates believed, was the divine madness at play. These weren't just abstract philosophical musings. They were attempts to understand the very essence of human creativity. Why, they pondered, do some individuals possess such extraordinary gifts? What sparks the flame of inspiration that drives artists to create works of breathtaking beauty and profound insight? Plato saw the artist as a conduit, a bridge between the divine and the mundane. He believed that true art had the power to elevate the soul, to remind us of the beauty and perfection that lay beyond the realm of our senses. Socrates, on the other hand, saw the creative process as more visceral, more immediate. He believed that true creativity required a surrender of control, a willingness to be swept away by the torrent of inspiration. What do ancient Greek myths have to do with us today? The concepts of the demon and the muse resonate even now. Ever felt a sudden burst of inspiration? That aha moment is the muse whispering in your ear, or a persistent inner voice guiding you. That's the demon, your inner compass. These experiences are timeless truths about creativity. Let's take a pause here, a moment for reflection. I want you to think about your own life, your own experiences with creativity. Where do your best ideas come to you? What sparks your imagination? Do you find yourself drawn to certain environments? Perhaps a quiet forest, the rhythmic crash of ocean waves, or the bustling energy of a city street ignites your creative spark. These are not just random preferences, they are clues, hints about the nature of your own creative process. Think about the artists and thinkers you admire. What is it about their work that resonates with you? Is it their ability to capture raw emotion, their innovative use of language, or their unique perspective on the world? By studying those who inspire us, we gain insights into our own creative potential. Perhaps you find inspiration in the words of poets, the melodies of musicians, or the brushstrokes of painters. Art has a unique ability to transcend time and space, connecting us with the hearts and minds of creators from different cultures and eras. Or maybe you're inspired by the natural world, the intricate patterns of a leaf, the vastness of the night sky, or the intricate dance of life in a tide pool. Nature has been a source of wonder and inspiration for artists and thinkers for millennia, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all things. The key is to pay attention to these moments of inspiration, to recognize the patterns and preferences that emerge. By understanding our own creative rhythms, we can cultivate an environment that nurtures and supports our creative endeavors. Remember, creativity is not a destination, it's a journey. As we've journeyed through the ancient world's view of creativity, exploring the roles of the demon and the muse, we've uncovered something profound. The quest for inspiration is a universal and enduring human experience. From the dawn of civilization, humans have sought to express themselves, to make their mark on the world, to leave behind something of beauty and meaning. Whether it's through cave paintings, epic poems, soaring symphonies, or groundbreaking scientific discoveries, the creative impulse is woven into the very fabric of our being. The ancient Greeks and Romans, with their belief in the demon and the muse, understood this implicitly. They recognized that creativity wasn't solely a product of human effort, it was a collaboration, a dance between the human and the divine, the mundane and the extraordinary. Today we may no longer attribute our creative impulses to literal gods or spirits, but the underlying sentiment remains the same. We still experience those moments of sudden inspiration, those flashes of insight that seem to come from beyond our conscious minds. We still feel the pull of our own inner compass, guiding us towards our creative potential. The demon and the muse serve as powerful reminders that creativity is not a solitary pursuit. It's a conversation across time and space, a dialogue with the artists and thinkers who came before us, and a legacy we will leave for generations to come. So the next time you feel the urge to create, remember that you're tapping into something much larger than yourself. As we conclude our exploration of the demon and the muse, I invite you to reflect on your own creative inspirations. Do you feel guided by an inner spirit, a persistent voice urging you to create? Or perhaps you find inspiration from external sources, the beauty of nature, the power of music, or the words of those who came before you. However you experience creativity, remember that it's a gift, a journey, and a legacy. It's a gift to be cherished, a journey to be savored, and a legacy to be shared with the world. So go forth and create, knowing that you're part of something ancient, powerful, and profoundly human. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of creativity through a timeless lens. May the demon guide you and the muse inspire you on your own creative journeys. Reflect on your own creative inspirations and view creativity through a timeless lens. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe to Muse of Knowledge, where we seek out the wisdom of the universe.